937 left, be by 23 Charlie November.
Left check, advance to the 3 point.
Circle lane, 27 left here, ready for you.
Airlines 27 left, 313.
Good morning. Kicking off this morning, British Airways flight 313. That's an A320 Neo, just landed, coming in from Oman. How are we all? I've had a bit of fun this morning. So I've decided that in inclement weather, I need to still be able to come out. So I'm testing a setup for the first time. I was a little bit nervous about how it was all going to work out. So I've been here for 2 hours, just making sure that we're going to be okay. So far, so good. It has rained since I've been here, so the setup is already worth it. As we watch that British Airways A320 touching down from Barcelona. Hopefully, as far as you guys are concerned, it should be no change, no change. But for me, it means I'm not panicking about the equipment or the whole world that I'm live. So yeah, here's to streaming in all weathers, hopefully. Next in, British Airways shuttle coming in from Manchester. Flight time of just 36 minutes. Hardly worth putting it up in the air, is it? A319-100.
Yes, around, shuttle 3 with me.
As you can see, it's not a very bright, sunny summer's day today. As it stands, we don't care, do we? Quick pop into the chat. Darren Graham Photography, good morning. Welcome along. Nick Woodward, welcome back. Thank you for the update on BA108. For those that aren't in the know, Angelina, who's a big part of this channel, has been in Dubai for the week. She's heading back on British Airways flight 108. At the moment, it's looking like just before 2:30. Let's hope for no delays or overly time spent in the hold, because obviously ops, as far as arrivals are concerned, stop here at 3 o'clock. It's made up quite a bit of time because it was over an hour late departing Dubai this morning. Terry the artist, good morning to you. Inclement is probably the right word. Changeable would fit as well. But we don't care, do we? Because we're kind of waterproofed. Well, proof's in the pudding, isn't it? I think we're waterproofed. Dogwood, good morning to you. Hope you're well. On your screens now, British Airways flight 373 coming in from Toulouse.
Airlines 37 left, 3 on
Statcam doing its job already. You can see how gusty it is. The angle of that Dreamliner at the front. And having mentioned that Dreamliner, that is British Airways Flight 36 coming in from Chennai. Just a smidge under 10 hours flight time for that one. 787-8.
T7 left, Speedbird 36. Next arrival, as you can see, just about to disappear off to the left of our Statcam. British Airways Flight 226, that one's coming in from Atlanta, 777-200ER. Joseph Dixon, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Thank you for popping by the show today.
Land T7 left, We were talking about go-arounds and the chances of go-arounds during our midweek show just before we went live. I say just before, 20 minutes before. We had a nice late go-around, smoky engine spool up. No idea what caused it. If only they would happen when we're streaming. It's all good. Next arrival, in from JFK on an A350-1000. This is Virgin Atlantic 48, just disappearing off the screen. Following that one in, hiding amongst the trees. We're going to lose Statcam towards the end of summer because that tree just grows so high. But not to worry. Centre screen on Statcam then, American 732. That one a 777-200 coming in from Charlotte. You can see how windy it is here at Heathrow by the shaking Statcam. little bit of a gap gives me a chance to say good morning to all those that have chosen to spend some of their Saturday lunchtime with us here at Heathrow Live. I'm Jay, I'm your host, giving you all the information about what we're seeing on screen, hopefully getting it right. And we can see our first king of the skies lurking just above the tree line there in the distance. As Nick has mentioned, that is the Emirates A380 flight number EK1. So whilst we're just warming up, how are we for audio video? We've tried something a little bit different to get our content onto YouTube, so if you can let me know how it's looking and sounding. Joseph, the show will run until 3 PM local when they switch the runways. So for those that aren't aware of Heathrow's runway alternation, every day, so long as they're on westerly prevailing winds, they will switch the runways at 3 PM. So this will become departures. Thank you, Dogwood, Terry. Always good to get the feedback. Be awful, wouldn't it, if I stood here for 3.5, 4 hours and none of it was working right and no one told me. Having said that, Wednesday's show, when I watched that back, there were quite a few sort of stutters and dropouts. I found that to be the case quite often over at the Renaissance. I think because it's quite a big hotel, if it's busy, there'll be a lot of people jumping onto self-service. So it's a bit of a gamble as to how good and for how long you have a decent network signal. So awaiting the arrival of our first A380 of today's show, Emirates Flight 1, coming in from Dubai, of course. Flight time 6 hours and 43 minutes for this beast. Beautifully smooth arrival for the Emirates A380. Let's see how many we get during today's show. I'm going to guess 5 maybe. 5 A380s in a 3.5 hour show. That would be alright, wouldn't it? Next in. Still showing on StatCam. It's British Airways flight 196. That's coming in from Houston on a 787-9 Dreamliner. As we've talked about before, the A380 produces so much wake turbulence. They give the arriving aircraft directly behind it a bit more clearance, a bit more separation. And that's what we're seeing here with this Dreamliner.
Delta 38, you said that, 219.
Next couple that are now visible on StatCam. First up, British Airways shuttle coming in from Glasgow. Following that one in, Virgin Atlantic A330-300. That is flight 130 from Tampa. And lurking in the tree line, WestJet, Dreamliner -9 coming in from Calgary.
Handle 27 there, shuttle 7 Charlie.
So I can see the Icelandair 767 in its new livery, something I've not seen before. That's going to join the stack shortly from the north, so you may see that appearing on the left of the screen shortly. Nice long-winged A330 from Virgin Atlantic. It's a bit of a theme with the long-haul Airbuses, isn't it? To have a really long wingspan. So as we go back to StatCam, we can see the WestJet Dreamliner just disappearing off to the left. We'll pick that one up in a minute. And right in the background there, that is the Icelandair 767 coming in from Reykjavik. Splitting those two, it's British Airways flight 827 from Dublin.
Clear to land to 7 miles, 1
What a shame, Terry. It'll come again. They always do, don't they? Always nice to see these can't speak today. These planes nice and far out, even though the wind is affecting the long zoom on StatCam. Really like how they look as they're approaching before they drop the gear. So this one on your screens now is the Dublin shuttle service, A319-100. Nick Woodward, that's a nice one to look forward to. I take it you're not teasing, it is coming here. That would be quite funny, wouldn't it? That's a pretty sweet catch. How mad is it that I've been here for 2 hours before I went live, and I haven't even given myself a moment to see what's coming in that might be out the ordinary, like that one. And indeed, as Nick Woodward has mentioned, the Etihad green liner. Hopefully there'll be a few more out of the ordinary for us to catch. Joseph, thanks for your kind comment. Glad you enjoy what we're doing. It's all good fun, isn't it? Who doesn't love aviation? Look, TXP Gaming, good morning. Almost afternoon. Hope you're well. The weather is iffy. If you want a professional term, it's iffy. It could do anything. It's been raining since I've been here, but we're ready for rain now here on the channel. He says, fingers crossed. Just saw your earlier message, look TXP. It does vary. We like to mix it up because you get completely different sets of aircraft and airlines at different times of day in the evening. We did an evening show on Wednesday just gone. And lots of stuff came over from China that you wouldn't normally see during the day show.
Airlines, Quebec 6 Alpha.
Next arrival then, United Airlines flight 262 coming in from Denver. This one of their 787-9 Dreamliners. Following that in, and visible on StatCam at the moment, Turkish Airlines A321neo coming from Istanbul. 3 hours 20 minutes in the air for that one so far. That's okay, Joseph. I'll be out of here before then. Thanks for the update though. Look, TXP, that sounds like one for the chat to answer. I only really come to London for the airport. Okay, so that United Dreamliner officially takes us to the top of the hour and into the afternoon. We have 3 hours of non-stop aviation action to bring you through to runway changeover. Sit back, get yourself a nice, probably a warm drink if you're in the UK. Get yourself comfy, settle in, as it's bound to be non-stop, as it always is here at Heathrow. And our plan is to bring you all the sights and sounds of this wonderfully busy UK airport. Let us know where you're watching from. Drop in the chat. Darren Graham, a dodgy helicopter. What's dodgy? Is it that you just think all helicopters are dodgy?
I have visual with landing British Airways on a 2 mile line of Golf Alpha Delta. behind, landing 777, cross threshold 27 left and continue southbound, Hotel 9 Golf Alpha Delta.
Next in, on your screens now, and about to touch down here on runway 27 left. British Airways flight 264, this one coming in from San Diego.
Clear to land 27 left, big bed 264.
Next up, Virgin 118, that one coming in from Miami on a 787-9 Dreamliner. Just over 8 hours flight time for that one. Following that in and visible on StatCam, British Airways flight 122, that one's coming in from Doha on a 777-200ER.
Contacting Heathrow radar 125.625. Goodbye, thank you. Golf Alpha Delta.
Mike Wild, good afternoon to you. Welcome along. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday.
Clear land 27 left, Virgin 118.
Centre screen on StatCam, Air Canada flight 858 coming in from Toronto, that one a 777-300ER.
Good land 27 left,
MS Wolves 13, welcome back. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Thank you for joining us. So a little run of short hauls after this Air Canada 777. We have A320s from British Airways coming in from Prague and from Milan. Splitting those up, Logan Air bringing in their ERJ 145, that one's coming in from Londonderry. Air Canada looking pretty cool in their baby blue livery. So the next heavy arrival will be the Etihad in the special livery, green liner, coming in from Abu Dhabi. That one will join the stack from the left as we watch it. Fingers crossed, Nick. That's cutting it very close, isn't it? Any delay whatsoever, and that's just not happening. So next in, and having just disappeared off StatCam, making its way ever closer to the airport here, Logan Air coming in from Londonderry. It's a diddy little thing, isn't it? Got its nose up in the air, all proud. Little ERJ holding its own with the big boys here at Heathrow. Next arrival here on Heathrow Southern Runway, British Airways flight 565. That's an A320-200 inbound from Milan. Lawn dart indeed, Nick. How are we doing with BA 108? Are we still going to catch Angelina's arrival?
Airlines 206, I believe.
You can see the special liveried Etihad Dreamliner. Making its way ever closer to us. behind that, another mini run of short hauls, A320 and 2 A319s. That's a good looking colour scheme in it, like that one. So first of the 3 short hauls then, and the only A320 in the stack at the moment. British Airways 431 coming in from Amsterdam, 44-minute flight time. Thank you, Nick. Once again, big welcome to all those that have decided to join us for some live aviation action. We're covering the southern runway here at Heathrow. That is arrivals onto runway 27 left. We'll be live through until 3 PM local. So the first of our 2 A319s to follow each other inbound from Marseille. British Airways flight 367, hour and a half for this one.
Land 27 left, 216, my turn, yeah.
A319 number 2, Air Serbia. This one coming in from Belgrade. So as we watch on StatCam, the imposing figure of a 787-10 Dreamliner. That's British Airways 266 coming in from Portland. Before that though, we have British Airways 727. It's an A319 coming in from Geneva. And if you could pick up the ATC comms there, you'd realise just how late a call for clearance to land that was. Basically in front of me when it was given official clearance. Do cut it fine here at Heathrow, which is why we do get go-arounds. So having had a little run of short hauls, we've got a couple of 787-10s and a 777-200 lining up for arrival now. Next arrival then, a minute or so out, coming in from New Orleans. As I said, on a 787-10, will be British Airways flight 224. Just over 8 hours of flight time for this one, on a 3-year-old airframe. And the aircraft centre screen on StatCam is American 734. Coming in from Charlotte on a 777-200. Appreciating all the updates on our inbound aircraft. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Joseph. Keep them coming. So following this American triple, we have the lot 737 MAX 8 coming in from Warsaw. I was just looking at its ground speed on flight radar, hovering around 180 to 200 miles an hour. I've noticed it's visibly quicker at touchdown than, say, an Airbus of comparable size.
Clear to land, 27 left, American 734.
So the speedy lot Max 8 is our next arrival, following that one in on an A320 coming in from Basel, British Airways flight 753. I'm just about to tag on to the back of the stack as we look at it. Iberia, first one of today's show. That one an A320neo coming in from Madrid. Lots of action in the skies in and around Heathrow. Just had a American 777 go straight over the top of the airfield. That one trying to join the stack from the south. Definitely a quicker approach speed, landing speed than the Airbus. Wonder if that's down to wing design. Next arrival then is the British Airways in from Basel. Dollis, good afternoon to you. Welcome back to the show. Kiwiness. We did have EK1 already, didn't we? I think we've already seen that one. Roy, good afternoon. Swag King, good afternoon to you. Welcome along. Jag, welcome back. How are you doing, pal? Next arrival then, Iberian A320neo from Madrid, following that one in. British Airways shuttle. That one coming down from Inverness on an A319. Next heavy arrival, third in the stack, is the British Airways A350-1000. That one coming in from Bengaluru, 9.5 hours in the air for that beauty. Classically simple livery on the Iberia. Really like that on some of their bigger stuff. Every now and then we'll see an A350 or an A330 here at Heathrow.
Left clear to land, shot 178.
Roy, good afternoon. We're at Myrtle Avenue, so we're on the south side of the airport today. We did stream from the Renaissance Wednesday evening, just gone. Very nice it was too. Some nice sunset shots to finish the show.
Echo 37 left, speedbird 118.
Beautiful A350 arrival. No problem, Roy. Well, that 350 arrival has taken us through to 1 hour in the books. Still can't get over how quickly these shows go by. Heathrow makes it very easy with the amount of traffic. So just disappearing off a StatCam. British Airways 48 coming in from Seattle. That one a 787-10 Dreamliner. Following that one in and centre screen on StatCam now. American 134 coming in from LAX. That's a 777-300ER. No real problems for the approaching aircraft today. The gustiness seems to have settled down a little bit. At the start of the show, the aircraft were angled, shall we say, on approach. Much more stable now. So following this American, we have our first Lufthansa of today's shows. That's flight number 906 coming in from Frankfurt.
Runway 27 left, clear to land American 134.
So 3 in the stack at present. Heading them up is the Lufthansa I've already mentioned. Following that one in, British Airways A320 from Ljubljana. And then backing them up, British Airways A320-200 coming in from Pisa. That one sporting their One World livery. Thanks for the update, Dollis. Keep them coming. Always appreciated. Roy, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for popping by. So a quick reminder for those familiar with the channel and the lovely Angelina. She has been away in Dubai and is arriving back into Heathrow this afternoon. She's on British Airways flight 108, due to land on this runway before the switch over. Fingers crossed.
Land after the vacated 320 through 605.
Nice, simple but smart looking One World livery on the little British Airways A320. Next arrival, Scandinavian, coming in from Stockholm. This one an A320 Neo. Said before on the channel, I think it would be really nice to have one of their 350s from British Airways painted up in the One World. I think that would look superb.
Central line 27 Max Scandinavian 531.
Scandinavian touching down there, sporting their older livery. Next up, here on runway 27 left, that is Heathrow's southern runway. On westerly operations today, British Airways 485 coming in from Barcelona. And then of course, as you can see, centre stage on our StatCam. Qatar Airways A380 coming in from Doha. That one will have done 6.5 hours in the air by the time it lands. And this is A380 number 2 of today's live show.
27 left clear to land, is 485 knots.
Thank you, Nick. Swag King, yes, the King is indeed on its way. One of them. Plenty of A380s here at Heathrow. Super. Qatar A380, King of the Skies, up close and personal, here on Heathrow Live. Never fails to amaze, does it? All the people in the park. Always gets busier just before an A380 comes in, and then thins out straight afterwards. Definitely a aviation fan favourite. RR Gamer, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. I hope you're well. Next arrival then, American 80 coming in from Dallas Fort Worth. That one on a 777-300. Following that in, centre of the screen at the moment, American 86 coming in from Chicago. That one a 787-9 Dreamliner. Following the second of our back-to-back American, we have our first Aer Lingus of today's show. That one, flight 712, coming in from Cork on a little A320neo. Louis Webster, welcome along. Lee Class, good afternoon to you. Carl Shield, welcome back. I hope you're all well today. So for those that haven't visited Heathrow live for a live show before, the shot we're showing you now is from our what we call stack cam. It's a static camera that looks at the stack of aircraft that are due to arrive on the runway that we're covering. Today that is 27 left on the southern side of the airfield. Gives a nice different perspective on how Heathrow operates and how aircraft feed in to the queue of traffic that's always here at Heathrow. So they'll come out of their holds to the north and south of the airport and then feed in to this line of traffic. What a nice collection of heavies, Nick Woodward. Thank you for the update. David Bone, welcome back. Yes, Myrtle Avenue, very popular. Next in then, Swiss A220-300 coming in from Zurich.
Runway 27 left, clear to land after the land 320 to standing ground.
Nice and clean from Swiss, as always. Looking like a little miniature A350. Funky looking little jet. So the action not stopping here at Heathrow. Next in, British Airways 511 coming in from Gibraltar. Following that, we have another British Airways shuttle service from Glasgow. Robert D, good afternoon to you. Thank you for the update. Welcome along.
Airlines 27 left, Swiss 511 Kilo.
So as we look at StatCam, we have the Glasgow inbound shuttle service. Following that, British Airways 421 from Malaga. And on the back of the stack, as it stands at the moment, another British Airways, that one flight 409 coming in from Valencia. Next arrival here on Heathrow Southern Runway, British Airways 897. This one's coming in from Pula. Nice little run of heavies I can see on radar joining the stack. First of those will be Air Canada. That one 777-300. Following that one in, barring anything sneaking in between, will be United 5. That one a 777-200 coming in from Houston.
Land 27 left with a 21 second.
And then a 777-200 from British Airways. That one coming in from Hyderabad. Thank you, Robert D. Keep those updates coming. Nick, I think we could see that Singapore. If it just gets a little bit confident, pushes its way in.
Airline 27 left, 966 Charlie.
So Nick, forgive me, I can't remember if you were here when we were streaming from Mount Avenue last time, but obviously knowing that ops change at 3 PM, as we got a bit closer, we were opening up to those in the chat to put down their best guess about which would be our last one. I reckon that Singapore 380 could be a good shout. Nice bandit mast, Tap Air Portugal. That one in from Lisbon. So just disappearing off StatCam because it's getting closer to us. Air Canada 860, that's coming in from Vancouver. It's our second Air Canada, both wearing the baby blue livery. Centre stage on StatCam is United 5.
July 27 left, okay.
StatCam showing us the British Airways 777-200 just literally dropping its gear now, ready for arrival here at Heathrow's 27 left. As we switch to United 5, up close and personal here at Myrtle Avenue. So following the British Airways 777-200 from Hyderabad, which will be our next arrival, we have British Airways 553 coming in from Rome. Following that, slightly bigger on StatCam, United Airlines 948. That's another 777-200. This one coming in from San Francisco. Pirat, good afternoon to you. Checking in from Moscow this afternoon. I hope you're well. Lee, catch you later. Thank you for stopping by. Nice noisy triple arrival. Robert D, thank you for the updates. You can just see there United 948 turning on from the north. Nice right hand bank. Unusually early landing clearance for the British Airways A320 from Rome. You can see that triple leaning into the wind, which is coming off the right. Making a few corrections just before touchdown. So taking centre stage on StatCam, we have Virgin 142. That's one of their Dreamliner Dash 9s. That one coming in from LAX.
Fully at 27 left, 948.
That was a pretty interesting spool up there, wasn't it? I thought for all the world that was going around. Readying myself. Not to be. So as we watch the Virgin Dreamliner making its way ever closer. Next up in the stack, Egypt Air Flight 777, and that is a 777, 300 ER, coming in from Cairo. Touch over 4 hours flight time for the Egypt Air. Good afternoon, JF Holidays. Welcome along. Hope you're well.
Line 27 left, 140.
Right folks, this is going to sound a little bit mad. We need to pray for rain because I'm set up for a wet show and it's sunny and people sat out on their rugs enjoying the sunshine and I look stupid. Pray for rain, pray for rain. Oh dear. MS Wolves, it was a pleasure. Took my youngest out. The idea was for us all to go away, but we couldn't get the same time off work, so she's out there this week and I'm taking the same daughter out for her second Dubai holiday mid-August, so we all get to go there, just unfortunately not all at the same time. Hi RR Gamer, Nick Woodward, thanks for that update about the special livery. We'll have a special livery here at Heathrow Live. Something out of the ordinary, a break from the norm. MS Wolves, yeah, these things happen, don't they? But we roll with it, that's life. I can't believe we're almost over halfway through today's show. It really does go quickly. I know I say it a lot, but never ceases to amaze me. A big welcome to all those that have chosen to spend some time with us this Saturday afternoon, covering all the action from Heathrow Southern Runway. And a special mention to those in the Lurkers Lounge that haven't popped into the chat. You're very welcome here. I'm very similar when I watch other streams. Don't tend to get into the chat too often. Just nice to appreciate the footage that's being put out there. If you have enjoyed the show so far today, do consider hitting that like button. It does help others find the show in what is a very congested area of YouTube streaming. Aviation very popular across the world. This is the Stockholm arrival for British Airways A319. Next in, another British Airways shuttle, this time from Edinburgh. Flight time of 1 hour 4 minutes on an A320-200. Lots of short haul arrivals for the next few minutes here at Heathrow's 27 left. Next short haul arrival, British Airways 983 coming in from Berlin. Loco, welcome back. Well, I wouldn't mind a bit of damp here, since I'm all set up for it. Always the way, isn't it? You get caught out when you're not prepped. This is British Airways 869 on an A319 coming in from Budapest.
27 left, clear last, 869.
This one a 19-year-old airframe. Speaking of older airframes, I thought I was having a bit of an upper hand, sarcastically ribbing my wife and daughter because their Dreamliner got switched to a 26-year-old 777-200 for the outbound flight last week. So as they were at the airport, I was sending pictures of planes with engines on fire and bits falling off. And then she updates me that they've been upgraded, so they went premium economy, and yeah, the less said about that the better. Well done them.
2025.
Dr. Smith, welcome along to the madness that is Heathrow Live. I hope you're well. Thanks for the update, JF Holidays. MS Wolves, yeah, they did all right, really, didn't they? Oh dear, it's still a 26-year-old aircraft, though, isn't it? They had no such luck for the return leg today. Didn't even manage to scarf a window seat. They're sat in the middle of today's aircraft. Much to my daughter's frustration, as she was quite hoping she'd be able to look out the window and see me streaming her live. Would have been nice, but doesn't always work out, does it? Next arrival then, United 146, coming in from New York. This one a 667, 300 ER. 6.5 hours of flight time. This one 24 years young. Next arrival will be Aer Lingus 164 from Dublin. Following that one, British Airways A320 coming in from Athens. And then at the background there, the Saudi 777-300. That one's coming in from Jeddah. Thank you for your support, JF Holidays. It's most welcome. Steve Kelly, good afternoon. Welcome to you. Thanks for choosing to spend some time with us here this afternoon. Big welcome to all those that have joined us in the last little while. You're watching Heathrow Live. I'm Jay, your host, giving you all the updates on what we're seeing during today's live show. We're going to be here through till 3 o'clock, which will be runway changeover here at Heathrow Airport. You're currently watching what we have called stack cam. It catches the queue of aircraft that are lining up for arrival. Unfortunately, the summer has seen some huge growth of the tree line, so it's blocking out what would have been a much better view a few weeks back, but it's something different nonetheless. Amanda Harrison, good afternoon to you. Welcome along. Dogwood, thanks for your company this morning. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm sure we'll catch you again on another show. So next arrival then is the Saudia 777 coming in from Jeddah. StatCam is picking up Delta 36 from Atlanta. That one a Boeing 767-400. And lights on in the background. British Airways 501. That an A319 coming in from Lisbon. Nice long 777-300 from Saudia. Joining the back of the stack as it stands at the moment, we have our first twin prop, ATR 72-600. That's Logan Air's service from the Isle of Man.
Line 27 left up at 36.
Delta 767, proudly sporting the breast cancer special livery. looking very good too. So following the ATR twin prop that we can see centre screen now, Air Algeria with a 767-800 coming in from Algiers. That's flirting with the tree line. Thank you, Nick. Glad you're enjoying it.
Similar, Steve, 51 Papa.
Nice subdued arrival there. Loganair ATR. Gotta love a prop. Just had a quick check on the family on BA 108. They're still scheduled to arrive before the runway switch, so fingers crossed that stays the same. Next arrival is the Air Algeria 737. Following that one in, coming in from Phoenix on an A350-1000. It's British Airways flight 288. That one again dipping the right wing to counter the wind that's coming off the right hand side. Just turning on beyond that on the tree line. British Airways 260. It's a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner coming in from Islamabad. Scottish shortbread, excellent. Just like those metal biscuit tins, isn't it? Got some back-end singers for today's show. How lovely.
Airlines 27 left, Zebra 3 Papa Bravo.
Another super smooth arrival from an A350. Absolutely my favourite aircraft type at the moment. So as we watch the British Airways Dreamliner disappearing from our long-range StatCam, following that we have a British Airways A320 coming in from Perugia, and then another BA, flight 951, that one coming in from Munich. That one going a bit longer, touching down a bit further down the runway. If you're wondering why StatCam is shaking so much, it's super zoomed and it's being affected by the wind much more than the main camera. It'll settle in a minute, I'm sure. There we go. Just getting a bit gusty again here at Heathrow. So a couple of big uns in the background. The first of them, British Airways 787-10 coming in from Kuwait City. And just turned on from the north. United 930, that's a 777-300 coming in from San Francisco. Thank you to everyone that's supporting us by giving us a cheeky little thumbs up. If you haven't and you're enjoying what you're seeing, please do. It doesn't cost anything and it helps others find today's stream in amongst the madness that is YouTube. Good afternoon, Nicholas. Welcome to today's show. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Our next arrival then, just disappearing off of our long range shot, British Airways 156, that one coming in from Kuwait City. 6 hours 8 minutes flight time for that 787-9 Dreamliner, -10 even. just 3 years old. Virtually brand new. Certainly compared to Angelina's 777.
7 left, clear to land, leave it 156.
Next up, United 930 coming in from San Francisco on a 777-300ER. That one 9.5 hours in the air today. Following that, emerging from the tree line on StatCam, British Airways 343. That's an A320 coming in from Nice. And then we have the smallest of the Airbuses, Tarom, bringing in their A318-100. Small plane with a super big tail. That's coming in from Bucharest.
7 left, United 920.
Lots of control surface action, ailerons and elevator to bring that one in nice and smooth, countering the gusty conditions here in London. Amanda, enjoy the tennis. See you again. Nick Woodward letting us know British Airways flight 108, just 45 minutes out now. For those that might not have joined in time to know the relevance of BA 108, my wife and youngest child are on board, coming back from Dubai. Another smart One World liveried British Airways A320. Okay, here we go then. Tarom's A318. Just have a look at the proportions of the fuselage to the tail on this. just looks crazy. It's like it's borrowed one from a bigger aircraft. Interesting little factoid I heard, can't remember where or how true it is. But I did hear that the wingspan, the main wingspan of the Airbus A380 is the same span as the tail horizontal stabiliser of an A380, which, if true, is absolutely nuts. Next arrival, British Airways 535 from Naples, that's an A320-200.
Land 27 left, CZ 5 somebody.
Next to touchdown, here on Heathrow's runway 27 left on the southern side of the airfield. British Airways 729, that's coming in from Geneva on an A320-200.
Clear land runway 27 left, 729 left.
Nick Woodward, could be. Maybe that's why they're still around. Next short haul arrival on an Airbus A220. Swiss flight 354 coming in from Geneva. Following that, time for another heavy long haul. British Airways 286 on a 777-300 coming in from San Francisco. Swiss 220 taking a lot of runway as well. These runways are enormously long, so there's no issue. Touching down a little bit later. So the plane in shot on StatCam is American 78. That's a 777-300ER coming in from Dallas Fort Worth. That was a scruffy triple, wasn't it? In need of a good clean. or a paint job. So yet to deploy landing gear. Saudia at the back of the stack there. That's coming in from Riyadh. Another 777-300ER. Cassie King, good afternoon to you. Hello Benji. How you doing, pal?
Land. Land 7 left American 78.
Cassie, what is it Benji calls the Royal Jordanian? I can't remember. Is it Dark something or other? Dark Dreamliner? Something like that. So we've got our second Emirates A380, 6 minutes out. Thank you for that, Nick. Dark Dreamliner. Sounds like it should be in Star Wars. Saudi triple, touching down on runway 27 left. Nice and easy this afternoon, despite the gusty conditions. Next arrival on an Embraer E190, KLM flight 1009 from Amsterdam. Fingers crossed, Cassie. We're also looking out for British Airways flight 108 that's got Angelina on board, coming back from Dubai. So make sure Benji gives her a wave. I think that was, when I last looked, due at 14:25. Nice and busy in the stack now, queuing up for Heathrow Southern Runway. What a good lad, Benji. He needs to start putting some updates in the chat for us.
Go around to 380.
Hey, go around. Been a while since we caught one of them on the show. Awesome. Always good to see it go around. Not sure what the reason was for that. It sounded a little bit like they were told to go around by the tower. Cassie, I do exactly the same.
134, that's 4980.
Nick, yeah, it did seem that way, didn't it? I mean, the separation is minimal here, isn't it? So there's always a chance. Do love a go around though, especially the bigger stuff. Like I said at the top of the show, there was a, I think it was a 350. Didn't pay too much attention to it, but that was a really late call for a go around just before we went live. This is Eurowings 7462 from Hamburg. Next arrival then is British Airways 525 coming in from Florence. Following that in, as can be seen on StatCam, we have American 98 from Chicago. And then of course, King of the Skies, I think that's number 3 for today's show. Emirates 29, A380-800 coming in from Dubai.
Clear to land from 7-5 Premium Alpha.
Do love to see the A380s on StatCam. Creeping ever closer to the airport. Get a nice early view of them. But of course before that we've got the Dreamliner -9 from American Airlines. absolute behemoth, the 380 is. Just looks so awesome. See the extra separation quite clearly on our stat cam between the 380 and the next arrival.
Atlanta, 27 left, runway 6 left.
What an absolute whale. Awesome. As you say that downdraft hits. Excellent timing. Yes, Benji. Boom. Absolutely. Love it. So next arrival then, somewhat smaller than our last. British Airways 801 from Reykjavik. It's an Airbus A320-200. That's followed closely behind by the Vueling coming in from Paris Orly. That one an A321-200. And then, as mentioned in the chat, Qatar Airways 777-300ER coming in from Doha. Qatar 777 looking imposing in the background there on StatCam. That one in the One World livery, markedly different from their normal artwork.
Airline 27 level Airlines drop.
Nice simple colour scheme, grey and yellow on the Vueling. Quite a regular visitor to Heathrow now. Don't know if it's a summer service or not. Qatar dipping that right wing to counter the wind.
Catalan, 27 left, passing well.
Yeah, it's an odd one that, isn't it? I think they could have done better. He says, from a field, pointing the camera at it. Of course that qualifies me to critique. I think if they'd have done something similar to how American have incorporated their One World, probably would have looked a bit nicer. Next in then, from Stuttgart on an A320-200, British Airways flight 919. That one closely followed by BA 649 from Corfu. So the Heavy just joining the stack as we look at it at the moment. British Airways 777-200ER, that one coming in from Abuja. 5.5 hours and counting for that one. I do love that shot that we get from our stat cam. There's not too many airports where you would see lineups like that.
Runway 27 left, clear to land, speedbird 649 Foxtrot.
So still with gear up on the far side of StatCam. Vietnam Airlines 787-9 Dreamliner. That one coming in from Ho Chi Minh.
Tower 1719.
Absolutely love the Vietnam Airlines livery. Makes such a difference not to have a predominantly white livery. So the 777-200 on your screens now. British Airways, flight 82, 25 years old. Still going strong as the Vietnam gear starts to be deployed.
Airlines 27 left, 280.
Looking superb in the Saturday afternoon sunlight here at Heathrow. Vietnam Airlines Dreamliner glistening in the sunshine. Joining the stack behind it is British Airways 497, that one coming in from Palma de Mallorca. It's an A321neo.
Clear to land runway 27 left, Vietnam 51.
Very smart. Love that one. As we see there, the landing gear being deployed for the British Airways A321neo. Following that one in, another BA, that one an A319 coming in from Paris. We can just about see through the trees. Third in the stack, British Airways 549, another A321neo coming in from Rome. Thank you for the updates, Nick. Nearly home for Angelina and the little nipper. I'm sure they'll be delighted to be home instead of at the pool. Not. Next heavy arrival then, number 3 in the stack, Virgin Atlantic Flight 156 from Las Vegas. That one, a Dreamliner -9. That wing flex on the Dreamliner is awesome. So next in is the British Airways A321 from Rome, which is just about to disappear from StatCam. That will be replaced by Delta 20 and A330 Neo. That will be joining from the south of the airfield any second now. That one's coming in from Seattle. MS Wolves, her name is Clea, C-L-E-A, and no one pronounces it properly. Nice Virgin Dreamliner arrival there on runway 27 left here at Heathrow. Next up then, another very smart Airbus A330 Neo. This one, the 900. So as the Delta 330 disappears from our long-range StatCam, we can see the next arrival. That will be British Airways 337 coming in from Marseille. Good looking jet A330 Neo. Loving the bandit mask. Angelo Castro, good afternoon. Welcome to today's show. We've got about 45 minutes left till the changeover of runways, and that will be the end of today's show. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. So as was mentioned in the chat a few minutes back, just joined the stack now. There's another A380 to land here on the southern runway at Heathrow. That one British Airways coming in from LAX. How good does that A380 look? Gear being deployed. Absolutely awesome. Ahead of that though, Scandinavian A320neo coming in from Oslo. Good afternoon, Lexi. How are you doing? Very well, Alexi. You've joined just in time to watch a King of the Skies arriving here at Heathrow. This one, British Airways. Biggest passenger plane currently in service anywhere in the world. Curly, good afternoon, hope you're well. Yep, another one for Benji. Don't forget to jump all over that sofa, Benji, when you say boom. Literally nothing like it, is there? Plane train spotters, welcome to the show. You join us deep into today's show. You're very welcome. We'll be switching off the cameras at 3 when the runways change. It's good to have your company. Excellent. Double screening. You'll go cross-eyed. Thank you for that update, Benji. And of course, people like Plane Train Spotters finding today's show is only possible because of the people that have liked the show while we've been live today. It does feed the beast that is the YouTube algorithm, so if you haven't hit that like button, please do. Let's share the love of aviation with some more people. As we watch that British Airways Airbus touching down, British Airways 108 is now in the stack for arrival here on the southern runway. If you weren't here when I've said it multiple times today, on board BA 108 is the lovely Angelina and my daughter Clea, returning from Dubai. So as they come past, let's give them a big wave. Welcome back, Angelina, in the chat, and she can see it later. So we'll leave the Aer Lingus, concentrate on the British Airways 777-200 inbound from Dubai.
27 left, tomorrow 9 Alpha Lima.
Thank you for your support, Plane Train Spotters, much appreciated. Nick Fazy, welcome back, just in time for a nice 200. You've come to watch Angelina come home, haven't you? Perfect timing, Nick.
Airlines, Seabird 108.
There we go. Home safe and sound for the family. We've got a lovely workhorse DHL on approach now. Cassie, yeah, that was the plan, but their seats were in the middle. Not to worry. Yeah, Nick, your radar's working perfectly, isn't it? So this Airbus A380 freighter, DHL, short hop over from Brussels. Super quick 37 minutes of flight time for this one. This might be the oldest airframe we've seen on today's show at 31 years. I'm sure it's had multiple previous lives before being a freighter. Nick Woodward, and there's just no respect anymore, is there? I mean, what was he thinking? He or she? Proper workhorse A300 from DHL. That'll have a nice short taxi from this side of the airport. Yep, Lexi, both home safe and sound. At least you got to see it. Nick, you've done well. It's your company now, is it? Then why haven't we got a one-well 350? Come on. Make it happen. Next arrival then, British Airways flight 611. That one coming in from Palermo on an A320-200. Following that in, slightly obscured by the tree line, the ever-growing tree line here at Myrtle Avenue. British Airways 272 from San Diego. That one a 787-8 Dreamliner. Nick Woodward getting ahead of the game. We'll get this one in and then we'll formally organise the competition. Nick Fazy, you sound pleased to be telling me that. You won't want to go back to Boeing after working on Airbus, will you? Right, with half an hour to go then, fun competition time. We did it last time we were here. For those that want to take part, if you've got access to radar apps, have a look at what's coming in. See what's going to be our last arrival before the runway switch at 3 o'clock. And get those entries into the chat. Just a bit of fun. Nick Woodward, yep, that's it. At 3 o'clock, 27 left will be departures. So You need to guess right on the last arrival before the switchover.
Still active, 7 left, delivered 9 service.
Benji getting in with an early suggestion. The dark Dreamliner Royal Jordanian. It's not a bad shout, is it? See, now I'm not looking at where any of these aircraft are that you put in the chat. I'm just going to wait and see who was right. For now though, next in, Kuwait Airways, 777-300ER coming in from Kuwait City. Following that one in, Delta 32 from Atlanta. That one an A330-200. Cassie chipping in. British Airways Dreamliner from Abu Dhabi. Do like that Kuwait livery. For me, a massive improvement on their older one. Although, having said that, it's been ages since I saw one, so it'd be nice to see it as a retro now. Cassie, if that was a couple of years later, he'd be asking for cash, wouldn't he? So sweets is okay. Oh, Statcam's gone nuts. Nick Vasey going for EK41, Emirates 777.
Good land. Good luck.
Nice A330 from Delta there. Statcam stopped being confused, which is good to see. Had a little bit of a moment, didn't it? Next in, British Airways 134. It's a 787-8 Dreamliner coming in from Mumbai. That's closely followed by Etihad's Dreamliner-9, that one in from Abu Dhabi. Making it a hat-trick of heavies, assuming nothing pops in between before they get here. We have the Turkish 777-300ER inbound from Istanbul. Oh dear, Cassie. You live to fight another day. Statcam was having a bit of a moment, wasn't it? It is proper windy here though. What I'm going to do whilst we're waiting for these next three heavies to arrive, I'm going to say a big, massive thank you to our mods who monitor this channel every time we're live. I always forget to say thank you to them when we finish the show, so I'm going to say it now. Your help is massively appreciated. Couldn't do the chat without you guys in there, so thank you. Thank you very much. Nick Fazy, there was a go around A320. I think the aircraft before it hadn't vacated quick enough. So yeah, just the one, and then there was one before I went live, 20 minutes before I hit the go live button. I'm sure that was an A350. Looking on radar, there's a proper glut of planes trying to get in. It'll be interesting to see who gets the last slot before they have to vector for the right hand side. So number one in the stack now is the Etihad Dreamliner from Abu Dhabi, followed by the Turkish triple. I don't know, Cassie, I'm looking at radar and there's a lot of short hauls sneaking in. it could be a good shot by Benji. Nick Woodward, that feels like a very considered choice. You've bided your time. Probably done a bit of research. We shall see. Nick Fazy with a £5 super chat. Thank you ever so much. It's very generous of you. Your support is appreciated. Nick, I'm just glad you and the others that follow our channel enjoy what we provide, really. We work quite hard to try and bring you shows as regularly as possible. We're sort of getting to a stage now where we can do 2 a week. And it's great to have you as part of the Heathrow Live family, so thank you. Turkish triple making it look easy in these gusty conditions as we edge ever closer to the 3 o'clock cutoff. There's an awful lot of planes in the stack right now. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. So, a hat-trick of 320s. Iberia from Madrid, British Airways from Glasgow, and another British Airways from Malaga. All to come in. And then we have the Royal Jordanian in the special livery. That wasn't a bad shout by Benji. I don't think he's going to get it, but very educated guess.
Hello.
think those that plumbed for the British Airways from Abu Dhabi and the Emirates from Dubai looking very good right now.
Airlines on 27 left, shuttle 7 Bravo, thank you.
So the British Airways, Cass's choice, just about to join the back of the stack. It looks like the Emirates might follow it in, but there are a couple of short hauls coming up from the south that might push them back a little bit. Oh, it's tense.
Seabed 413 November.
Dark Dreamliner looking pretty good, lining itself up for an arrival. Enjoy this one, Benji. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet special livery, isn't it? Proper. Let's have a little look then in the stack as it stands. First out, British Airways A320 coming in from Brindisi. Then we have Austrian coming in from Vienna. Cass's choice for the last arrival. British Airways Dreamliner in from Abu Dhabi. Still looking like the Emirates triple from Dubai will follow that one in. And we have 10 minutes.
Airlines 27 left, you're at 615 Golf.
Angelina, how was the flight? Everyone was saying hi from here. Cassie, that's amazing. Good old AliExpress. Can you feel the pressure, Nick Woodward? That's interesting, Nick. The LATAM normally makes it in here before the switch, doesn't it? I've caught that from Myrtle Avenue a few times. So this is Cass's guess going down the drain live. Sorry, Cassie. It was good but not right.
Clear land, 27 left, please,
The little uns are still trying to join the back of the queue. I can make it in. I can do it. So it won't be the Emirates either. We have at least two more. Got the BA from Milan and the Aer Lingus from Dublin. It looks like Aer Lingus might have it. Uncle Simon loves his Aer Lingus, doesn't he? That'll be nice for Benji to see his uncle. Turning back to Athens. It's all just a bit of fun. It's so difficult though, isn't it? Because these little short hauls can jump in. They don't care, do they? They don't care that something's been in the air for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. They'll take their 37-minute flight, jump in. It's a bit like when you watch them for departure, how many intersects you get. So in good old rhyming fashion, just 2 to go for today's show. We're going to be finishing on the Aer Lingus because that is the last arrival on 27 left today. Just bring a tent, Cassie. Stay here for the 6 weeks. Nice try, Nick Woodward. Here we go then. Last action of today's live show. Aer Lingus, short hop over from Ireland. Thank you, MS Wolves. Be nice to have them back. They can do the cooking, the washing, the cleaning. Only joking. Right, folks, that, as they say in the business, is a wrap. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you today's show live from Myrtle Avenue. We'll be back at some point during the week for an evening show, weather permitting. Thank you to all those that have hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's great to have you on board. Have a great weekend, and whatever you get up to during the next week, we hope we can catch you on our next show. Failing that, take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you again soon. Thank you, and good night.